Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I want to do a review on the Pocket Shots. That's right, the Pocket Shot, made in America. This is a very innovative slingshot. I know it looks kind of like a butt plug, but this thing is frigging awesome. Now, it came with the black one, the black rubber part. This is actually what you use. You put your ammo in there, kind of pinch it through the bottom, and then this is a full-size slingshot, right? Now, when I first saw this online, because I had a viewer send me information about this, I'm like, that's totally cool. Definitely got to try that out. Not sure how it's going to work. They even sell like an aftermarket whisker biscuit in here, so you can use this for arrows if you wanted to. Really, really innovative though. It's just completely cylindrical. It's a very simple design. It actually works really, really well. However, there is a learning curve, okay? And I'll tell you about that later in the video because I really screwed up my hand when I first got this, not thinking so much about how it actually functions. So anyway, you can shoot this with any kind of ammo you want, but obviously steel balls, ball bearings, whatever, gonna work the best. I got this from the website themselves. So I have a 1/4 inch and I have 5/16 inch ball bearings pretty much. These work the best, okay? If you've seen my fishing videos, you've seen the pond that I fish in, and I literally stood on the dock and I pulled this back, not even a half an inch. I literally went like this and let go, and I was listening to where it was gonna drop and I didn't hear it. So I did another one. And I did another one. And I soon realized that these things were flying way across the entire pond and into the woods. So then I literally barely touched it, all right, and then I actually saw it splash into the water. So this thing has quite a bit of trajectory, a lot of power for the little design it's got here. I don't know if this is going to be as accurate as a standard slingshot, and the reason being is that I've had lots of wrist rockets in my time, and I can get fairly accurate with them. This one I think takes more practice. I've probably been playing with this for about a half an hour to 45 minutes since I got it, and I have yet to dial it in to hit a can, you know what I mean? I put a can on the lawn. I was maybe a little bit far, I was about 30 feet or so, but I was all over the place with this, so I think it takes a little bit more time to practice with it, but once you dial it in, it has just as much, if not more power than a standard wrist rocket. It's a really, really cool design. It's obviously very easy to use. Here's the problem that I had when I first used this. I put a ball bearing in here, I pulled it back, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but the way I'm holding this, when I let go, that thing smacked me right here in the wrist. All right, and I had a pretty good welt on my hand for about 2 or 3 hours, and that hurt more than you can imagine. And then later in the day, I did it again. So what I'm going to say is when you use these things, be very careful to obviously get a good grip around this ring here, and make sure you're not angled in so it's going to smack your hand before it leaves. Make sure you're straight out like that. Okay, but I'm sure with lots of practice you can dial in your accuracy. These things are so much fun. It's absolutely ridiculous. The blue one here is like the Pro Shot band. Okay, it basically is a thicker, more dense rubber, so it's more powerful. It's also a little bit harder to use. Let me show you. It comes with instructions on how to use this. It's very easy to swap the rubber here. All right, here's your cap, by the way. Okay, well, I'll show you later. Basically turn that inside out. All right, you're loosening this ring. It's a really cool design. Very simple. Pop that one off. With the original one back on, it is just literally thinner. All right, so it's easier to use, but a little bit less power overall. Okay, so pop that on. Make sure it's even all around. Okay, real simple. Just line up the threads. All right. Hand tighten it, and then you can come back here and tighten it up even more. All right, so there we go. I got the original band on there or whatever. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Basically, you can fill it up with all of your ammo. Put a bunch of steel beads in here. I'll show you. Steel balls, rather, not beads. So we're going to fill it up. All right, so we got our ammo in there. Crunch this down. And then put the cap on. Once it's on nice and tight, It literally goes right in your pocket. You got your ammo and your whole slingshot. All right, you can't do that with a wrist rocket. I don't think any kind of slingshot would fit in your pocket other than this. But it is super friggin' awesome. It is a lot of fun. You can literally spend hours playing around with these things. And like I said, it has a heck of a lot of power. So I think it's really cool. For 25 bucks, I do recommend it if you're into target practice and stuff. I really like to see someone do a demo with the Whisker Biscuit. I'm not into archery at the moment. I used to years and years ago. I used to have a compound bow and stuff, but these days I don't have anything like that. Well, there's one last thing I wanted to add too, is that this would be an awesome addition to anyone's survival bag. Because it's so compact, because you can, again, put all your ammo in here and store it in your bag, doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It's a really, really awesome backup to having, a gun and ammunition and stuff like that. Slingshots are, I think, a really good item to have, especially in a SHTF type situation. If all hell breaks loose, eventually the ammo runs out, at least you can, use this with rocks, So slingshots definitely have their place in the survival game. So that's it, guys. I will have a demo video in the future. Last time when I was playing with these with my wife, I was going to record it and my battery was dead, so we ended up not doing that. And more times than not, it's fun doing things without the camera on anyway. But I always like to get you guys involved. So I will show you how this works in the future, and we'll shoot some things, and hopefully I can get better and more accurate with it for those videos. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.